Hello everyone, today we will be looking into decorators in Python. Decorators in Python are used to enhance functionality of existing objects without modifying its structure. Decorators are generally used with functions and provide an easy way to add and remove some additional functionalities from functions. Let's say you have a calculate multiplication function which just multiplies two numbers and prints the result. Now, for some reason, you want to calculate time taken by this method to calculate the result. Wouldn't it be great if we can have a mechanism which helps us to achieve the same without modifying the function itself? Decorator provide that mechanism to use. With decorators, adding this enhancement to a function is as easy as adding this @decorator name. This way, we have not modified the function code but just added a decorator to enhance the functionality. We will try to create this timed decorator in this tutorial. To understand decorators, first we will have to understand four things about Python. Functions are objects in Python. Functions can be passed as arguments. Functions can be used as return value. Functions can be nested inside another function. Let's now create a simple function called hello message which will print hello world message on screen. It's just a simple function and there is not much special about this function. But the point I am trying to make here is the function name here hello message is acting as a variable pointing to actual function object. You can assign this variable to any other variable and then you can call the function using that variable as demonstrated here. In fact, you can delete the hello message variable and still the new variable you have created will work as normal. Thus, we have seen that function is just acting as another object in Python. We can assign different variables to the same function. As we now know that the function name is just acting as a variable, so we can use this function name as an argument. In the example, we have created another function called namaste message. And then we have created a greetings function to which we are passing functions as argument and then calling that function from the greetings function. Let's now see how the function can be used as return value. In the example, based on the language, the function appropriate greetings will send back appropriate function. If the language is Hindi, it will send back namaste message, and if it is not, then it will send back hello message. Let's now have a look into fourth thing we have to cover before moving to decorators. In Python, you can have function within the functions. The scope of the function that are defined within function is limited to that function. Here in the example, within the greetings function, we have two functions called hello message and namaste message. We are calling both the functions from the function itself. So whenever we are calling greetings off, it will define the functions and then call them. Please note that these two inner functions are just within the scope of greetings. And if you will try to call these functions from outside, you will get an error message. Combining the four concepts we have just learned, what we will do is we will create a greetings function which will accept a function as argument. Within this greetings function, we will define wrapper function which will do the required modifications and execute the function as well. From the greetings function, then we will return this wrapper function. Next, we will define a normal function called namaste message, which will print the message namaste world. We will try to enhance the function namaste message with the wrapper we have just created. For that, we will pass namaste message to the greetings function, which will do the modification and return back the wrapper function. Then we will assign the wrapper function to namaste message and call the namaste message. A lot is happening here. Feel free to pause the video and check the code. If you look closely, it's the wrapper function that is stored in namaste message now. But the wrapper function also have functionality defined by namaste message. So when now you run the namaste message function, you will get the output as shown. What you have just done here is you have defined a decorator. Next, what we will do is instead of calling the decorator function at line number 15, we will add the decorator to the function itself. For doing the same, you will use @ and then the decorator function name. So here you have your first decorator. All it does is prints greetings message before and after executing a function. This is not much from the functionality perspective, but you have enhanced a function without actually changing code of the function itself. Next, we will see how we can pass arguments to a decorator function. The idea behind decorators is they should be generic enough so that any function should be able to use a decorator. So while defining a decorator which can accept arguments, it should be able to handle all sort of arguments. That's why for defining a decorator, we will be using arbitrary positional arguments and arbitrary keyword arguments. These two parameters are added to the wrapper function in order to enable the decorator for accepting the arguments. The function without any parameter will still work as normal. We can also return a value from the wrapper function. We just need to ensure that the return statement is the last statement in the wrapper function. This will ensure that the wrapper function is executed completely before returning the result. As we now know how to write a decorator function which can accept some arguments and also return a value, let's write our decorator function to calculate the time taken for execution of a function. We will be making use of the time module, which has a function to get the present time in seconds. The time taken for execution of this multiplication is too low, so let's add a sleep of 2 seconds. This will halt the execution for 2 seconds. You can see now that the time taken for function execution is more than 2 seconds. Before we conclude today's topic, there is one important aspect of the decorator function we have still not covered. Let's see, after decorator is added to a function, what the doc string and name of function look like. As you can see that the doc string is for the wrapper function and the name is also for the wrapper function. The function has started identifying itself as the wrapper function. In order to correct this behavior of the function, we can make use of a decorator called functools.wraps. This decorator will ensure that the function being decorated still maintains its original identity. Let's now see how a function behaves with multiple decorators. For doing the same, we will move the 2-second delay functionality to its own decorator. When you decorate a function with multiple decorators, the decorator closest to the function, in this case the sleep decorator, will be called first, and then the timed will decorate the function which is result of the sleep decorator. To demonstrate the same, let's add another print statement in the timed decorator before the function is executed. From the output you can see the function is first surrounded by the sleep decorator and then the timed decorator. If you change the order of the decorators, the output will change as well. Congratulations, you have completed a tutorial on decorators and now you have better understanding of what are decorators and how to use them. See you in the next video with a new topic. Please subscribe to my channel to get notified for the future videos. Thank you.